Yeah, this is why I will never do 50-50 with a man. I don't believe that we are equal in any way, shape, or form. God literally made men and women different for a reason with their own responsibilities. So you will never catch me trying to take up the responsibility of a man in our household. Absolutely not.
Where does it say in the Bible that a man needs to take responsibility for a woman and her past traumas when she was getting passed around like a blunt at the Snoop Dogg concert when she was a town bicycle? Pretty sure it doesn't say that anywhere.
Y'all, for real, I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl.
Wait a minute. Last time I checked, a man wants a woman, not a girl. So if you're just a girl, what are you doing looking for men? Women always seem to infantilize themselves when it comes to a relationship with a man and not going 50-50.
I'm perfectly fine being the stay-at-home wife that makes a shit ton of money from my phone, and I actually am there to take care of the kids. I am perfectly fine with that. But that's why it's so important for you guys to marry good and to marry a man that also has these types of values.
Hold up, wait a minute. You just said you're just a girl. You're just a girl. So if you're looking for a man that will do all these things you just mentioned, isn't that guy like a creep or a pedo? Makes no sense.
Got him.
Because even the men that have that 50-50 mindset, I'm sorry, but that's not manly at all. You expect your wife to split 50-50 with you on bills while she's taking care of the children she birthed for you?
You damn right. Didn't you just get done saying this?
I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. I'm perfectly fine being the stay-at-home wife that makes a shit ton of money from my phone, and I actually am there to take care of the kids.
So with that being said, clear as day, this is exactly why it would make no sense for you not to go 50-50 with that guy. So what are you going to do? You're going to make money on the side, stack it up so it could be your security so you can leave and take that man's kids that you say that, oh, the beautiful kids, you're not going to take care of the woman who birthed your children? So you can just jack them and take them away later and use them for some type of a crutch. This is exactly why men want women to go 50-50 nowadays, because we know all the games, all the tactics, and we've heard all of this nonsense over and over. It's a whole bunch of covert nonsense.
That is diabolical. That's diabolical, and that can never be me.
Yet, this is the grown adult that just got done saying,
for real, I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl.
You're getting too old for this shit.
I see who the real narcissists are. It's us women. I made a video saying I don't never believe the women first until I hear both sides. Everybody in the comments was like, oh yeah, it's giving pick me. It's giving men pick me. And then this lady, she posted a video because she was in the gym and the guy was like, I just commend you for wearing a full skirt. You know, like I don't see it a lot lately. And somebody else was like, it's giving male validation. You women are the wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh my God, it's so clear. Women try to portray this image that men are just horrible people when in reality, it's us.
The reason why the dating pool is so trash is because of us. The women, I'm gonna explain. Women are so brainwashed that if you're single and that you're not committed or have a ring on your finger, that you could talk to whoever you want to talk to. You could date who you want to date. You can have sex with who you want to have sex with. We're brainwashed to think that. Listen, ladies, when I tell y'all, that's nasty. It says a lot about us as women if we feel like just because we're not in a committed relationship that we could do whatever the fuck we want. Why is it that what we want is to be outside? Why is it that what we want is to have a roster? That's a problem. And then y'all wonder why men treat us how they treat us is because we treat ourselves like this. Hear me out. Treat yourself as if you're sitting on the right-hand side of God. If you treat yourself like that, you will require a lot more from men and a lot more for yourself. We need to be untouchable, women. We need to make these men start working for it again. And I'm not even talking about the kitty. I don't care if you're single. Y'all need to walk around here as if you're untouchable. You do not need to have these men having access to you. I don't care what y'all say. Men just gonna be men. No, men are gonna be who you allow them to be. And if you allow them to keep coming back, if you allow them to talk to you crazy, if you allow them to keep getting the cookie and they're doing bare minimum, they're going to keep doing it. You're going to attract who you are. When you look in the mirror and you see a beautiful woman, a hardworking woman, you see all these good qualities about yourself, a man is going to be attracted to that and you're going to attract that type of man. And then just imagine when you have multiple men and you start catching feelings for them, because that's how women work. We think with our heart. Now we liking them. Eventually we're gonna lay down with them. If you're talking to 10 different dudes or 5 different dudes, out of them 10 or out of them 5, you're gonna lay down with at least 3. And if you ain't sleeping with 3, you're sleeping with at least 2 of them. Why? Because women are curious. We sleep with 1 and now we're curious. I wonder if number 2 is better than number 1.
I don't find anything wrong with what she's saying. This is very, you know, it sounds good on paper, very hunky-dory, kumbaya. But to be totally honest with you guys, like, it's over. And for this woman right here, it's over. So if you had tattoos, such as yourself, not picking on you, but other women, and you had old habits and you want to change them now, guys really aren't going to take you as serious. Just like if a guy's been a simp and you know he's a simp and all of a sudden he wants to act macho, rah, and alpha, you're going to be like, okay, this is not you. Like, what is this new character? That's kind of how guys are looking at it. So women can say, we're going to stop doing this, and guys are going to stop doing this as actually a switch. So women are actually following the trends of guys, because women are following guys, and guys are not approaching women, not talking to women as much, and you can see it all over TikTok. So this sounds like some guru advice, sounds great on paper, but it's really not going to work in practicality. Women are very hopeful and very, you know, working in the possibilities. But the probability is this stuff could have worked back in the late 2000s, but it's over now.
That's too damn bad!
Do a longer extended video of this on my Patreon, but I wanted to discuss, like, one of my mutuals talks about how disrespectful women are and how men baby proof the world for women, and essentially women don't have consequences for their behavior, and it shows. I had a crash course in this in my relationship with my girlfriend, right? I'm a woman, I can be disrespectful. I have, you know, watched and observed my own behaviors, other women behaviors, and made the connections to my behaviors in order to grow and master myself and show up in the world better, mostly for myself, but for everyone else that I interact with too. So I got a crash course in women's behavior in my relationship with my girlfriend, because she would say very nasty spirited things. And it was very interesting to me. And it was very much a pearl clutching moment for me, because I'm like, you don't realize, like, is this how women operate in the world? Like, this is dangerous, right? Like, I understand how women get in domestic situations, like Cassie, like Jasmine Brown, like Haley Bailey. Like, I understand how, and then like every other woman, because these women are wealthy, so majority of women do it for a lot less. I see how women get their ass whooped in relationships because women think that they're supposed to be able to say and do anything to anyone, and you're just supposed to deal with it, right? So when they encounter someone that's not as emotionally intelligent and is not as self-mastered, you end up getting mollywopped, right? You get your ass handed to you. You get kicked out on the street. Like, I see how women end up getting their head knocked between the washer and the dryer, because women are reckless with their mouth and with their actions. And they think they're just supposed to get away with it, and people are just supposed to deal with it. And like, I genuinely see how women can get their head knocked between the washer and the dryer.
Hey, yo, what the fuck is going on? Did she want to knock somebody's head through the washer and dryer or something? Yo, she keeps mentioning this, but let's keep going.
By men and people in general, because you think you're supposed to be able to say and do anything to anyone, and they're just supposed to take it because you're a woman. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm a woman too, but I'm a woman with more situational awareness and survival instincts. Like, is this how you talk to someone that you financially depend on? Because that is crazy. I'm the person standing between you and the street, and you are mocking me in the bathroom with the door closed loudly where I can hear you.
I mean, this is simple. If she has a fast mouth and you look at her past and you ask about the guys, if those guys didn't seem very alpha or masculine, then that just goes to show you that you're dealing with a woman who's been dealing with simps that will put up and will still put up with her mocking them. with her berating them, with her being ungrateful. All the issues that you're having, there are men out there that will put up with that shit just because she's attractive. They don't have any other options, and they're possibly getting some starfish sex every now and then. But that is the dilemma, and that's what she's not seeming to understand. How does she not have this social awareness, like to just not know you're talking crazy about me and I can kick you out? It's because you're not that serious, and women typically take, if they say they're bisexual and they deal with women and they deal with men, they're gonna deal with men over women any other time. So if you kick her out or whatever, there's some sucker out there that's willing to deal with her. Now you, on the other hand, I don't know if you swing from both sides of the putt or you just prefer women. Seems like you might just prefer women and don't want to deal with men, but those women that act like they're bisexual and date you, those women can go back to men anytime. So that's why they don't care that much, and that's why they feel like they have the leverage.
Right? So to some people, and I'm the type of person that, romantic relationships are not a priority to me. And this is what I told her. And I'm like, you have to understand this, right? Do you think her behaviors change? No. So then you end up surprised, right? When the relationship is over. And this is the thing. Again, I'm not going to tell too much detail here. I'll go into it in my Patreon. But this is what I mean. This is what my mutual means. This is what women mean when we say women have no survival instincts, right? That women don't have common sense. Women cannot do calculations. They don't have foresight. They can't do the math. Because y'all put yourselves in situations and then you act like you don't know how you got there. You can't go back and assess every decision that you made that led you up to this. When I would bring up these conversations with my girlfriend, she would act like she didn't know what I was talking about. You're in the bathroom repeating what I told you in a serious conversation loudly in a mocking tone. And then when I told you, it was so jarring to me, it was funny. And I'm like, and you don't think it's mocking? That is the literal definition of mocking. And I'm in shock a little bit, not because of the behavior, but because of the lack of awareness around the behavior. Ma'am, you are a danger to yourself. And if you're a danger to yourself, you're a danger to me. So now I have to look out for the both of us, right? Until I'm out of this situation. And this is how we were broken up, not living together for 3 months before she realized what happened, right? But we'll talk about that on Patreon. Women are going to.
I hope you learned a valuable lesson. Like, you're dealing with all of the issues, and this is a lot of the reason why guys just avoid women is because they don't want to catch a charge. They don't want to be put in a certain situation where they have to deal with nonsense for little to nothing. Because once you figure out what women can offer you, or, flip it around on them, like, well, what can you do for me? It's nothing compared to the magnitude that you have to deal with. So you're learning this. You're learning what men have to go through, and you're learning in cycles. But the problem is, letting her go for 3 months, I'd have let her go, period. I'd have went back to men if I was a woman. Or if I was you or that woman. You guys have no business being together. It's too erratic, too much estrogen, too much emotions, and you seem to, probably be more down to earth when it comes to that. Probably understand the plight of men a bit more. That's why you're dealing with women. But dude, you just need to get out of there. Waiting 3 months and having her realize and getting back together and all that shit. Maybe it'll work, but I would not get back, because when a fight breaks out, she knows what bells to ring, what to piss you off with, what to do. She knows how to push your buttons, and you don't want to do that. But some women, they got to fuck around, find out. They got to learn the hard way, and she will one day. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel, post notifications on, because I'm posting a video every single day, at least on this channel. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bounty Villains up, Mastodon's down. Let's get it. Let's go. New track, Tokyo Drift. It's on the page. Check it out. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Passport Bros up. Everybody else down. I'm out of here. Peace.
That Western mindset, they don't even blink. It ain't even in my mind, and I got the creeps. Man, these hoes got nerve trying to call us cheap while we overseas looking heavy and can hardly breathe. Now they walk around the states looking incomplete. Anything I pull out here, you can't compete. Just when you thought you had something up your sleeve, men passing you like some weed, club PCD.
Tokyo Drift, can you trust me? Can you even take a risk? The way you move your hips, baby, can you drive stick? put the top down, now you wanna take pics. Tokyo drift, can I trust you? Can you even take a risk? The way you move your hips, baby, can you drive stick? Why you wanna chill with this blue book chin? Tokyo drift, you my Tokyo drift.